is the 3pm Takeover, Radio Northern Beach's only drive-home show.
Keep it right here for a whole hour of fresh hits and entertainment for your Wednesday afternoon.
Here we go.
Hit it.
This is The Circle of Life from The Lion King for our Disney special. What a song. What a way to start our show. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy. Welcome to the 3pm Takeover's Disney special. I feel like I have literally been preparing for this show my entire life. My entire life.
I thought it would be a good week to have a Disney special because it's a cool time of year. Like, things are getting warmer. It's a good time of year, and it is the anniversary of Disneyland first opening this week.
Oh.
So I thought it would be a good thing to do.
I know that not everyone does grow up with Disney, but I think the majority of us do. And so this is just a huge nostalgia hit. So
it is.
And all the stories are so varied. If you're not a fan of The Lion King, I guarantee we have a song coming up during the show that you're probably going to be like, this is my childhood jam. I sometimes don't associate the music and the film. I love the music in The Lion King so much, but I don't particularly like the movie. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah.
You get that. Or there's films I
like. Is it because it's Elton John?
Yeah, a little bit. And it's got Can You Feel the Love Tonight, which is like a dramatic love ballad that's been used in like so many other things, not just Disney. But I'm sort of like,
what's the only other thing? I can only think of Moulin Rouge that it's used in. Is it used in Moulin Rouge? Or am I just...
Yeah, it's used in Moulin Rouge. It's used in TV shows quite a bit.
Yeah, that's true.
It was used on...
But whenever I hear it, I always...
CSI the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's so random.
In a montage.
The power of Disney.
Pretty much.
Wow. I do love a good montage. So
do I.
Yeah.
I love it.
Anyway, let's kick off the show by just getting it out of the way. Who's your favourite Disney characters?
Oh,
and I say I pluralize because there cannot be one. I can't. That's like picking a favourite child. You can't pick a favourite Disney character. I love them all for different reasons.
Does it have to be human?
No, not at all.
Can it be the carpet in Aladdin?
Yes.
The carpet has so much attitude.
He's very sassy.
It's a really sassy carpet.
Choice.
And the carpet comes to the rescue when like no one else can in like special carpet ways. Like it does
special
things
flying carpet ways.
Does things that other people couldn't do.
Did you cry a little bit when you first watched it and at the end when Jafar like unspools him?
Yeah.
Remember the intense? And it's like a pile of threads and tassels and you're like, ah!
Yep, I love that. And I also I have quite a thing for Merida, the main character in Brave.
Yeah, nice.
I really, really enjoy her as a character. I think she's great.
Well, I hands down love Mulan, the movie, the character. You know, actually, my favourite is probably Mulan's grandmother.
Yeah.
She's probably the greatest Disney character to ever exist.
She's a lot of fun. Actually, the other character that I really, really like is Ursula in The Little Mermaid, because I think it's such a clever character.
She's pretty
And she was based off a drag queen, which I think is quite cool.
Really? Okay, that I didn't know, but I totally see it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's great.
Wow.
I like Ursula. I like the evil characters. I think they're very clever.
I'm always a fan of the sidekicks. So like Sebastian in Little Mermaid, Mushu in Mulan, Pascal in Tangled, the genie in Aladdin. They always have really great like sidekicks.
Yeah. Sidekicks are good.
Which make the leads even better, I think.
I often like the evil person sidekick as well. That's sort of like the desperate, like trying to impress them, but very weak as a character as well. I like that kind of character.
Do you like, what are their names in Hercules? The two little things. They're like Pain and Agony, I think their names are.
Yeah.
See, Hades is a great villain because he's so...
Hades is really well done.
Non-traditional.
Yeah.
He's so funny.
Okay, I like so many characters. It's so good.
Yeah, as soon as we started talking, I was like, oh no, this list is not short. We're going to keep going.
Do you have a favourite Disney princess, like out of the classic princess list?
Like, do they have to be a princess? Because I love Mulan, but I know she's technically not a princess.
Yeah. Who's your princess go-to?
It's really hard. I like Rapunzel and Tangled.
Same.
And she is a princess. Yeah, I think I'd have to go her.
I like Sleeping Beauty.
Oh, that's very, very traditional and classic of you.
I think she's sweet.
See, as a kid, I never loved her or Cinderella because this is going to sound really bad, because they're blonde. And as a kid growing up, I was like...
That's why I liked them.
Yeah, because I was like, why is like the wonderful, beautiful hero like blonde and like the evil person has dark hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, it really affected me. So I always liked Snow White because I was like, yeah, dark hair.
They subverted that a bit as we go through time. Like there's a lot of lead characters with brown hair.
Yeah, but there was like Rapunzel has blonde hair.
Yeah.
And then it goes brown. She's catering to both audiences.
Yeah, no, that's true. I liked Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty because when it was sort of, which princess are you? I'd always be one of those ones because they were blonde.
Yeah, that's good.
But Cinderella, I don't like it very much, so I liked Sleeping Beauty.
You know what? Glass slippers just don't sound comfortable.
No.
I would just be worried that I would walk... I'm a really heavy walker, so I'd be worried I'd step too hard and like crack the shoe and then like a glass would go on my foot. I always actually think about that.
How can you even walk in glass?
Well, we're going to try it out after this song. No, kidding. We'll be back after this. This is Under the Sea from The Little Mermaid. This is a fun one. Enjoy,
good.
guys.
Welcome back to our Disney special with Hope and Victoria on Radio Northern Beaches 88.7 and 90.3. That was Under the Sea from The Little Mermaid, which I did not realise. It came out in 1989.
That's insane.
So long ago. But then when I think about it, like after I read that, I went and looked up the film. Like I just Googled images from it. They look old.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'd forgotten.
I haven't watched it in so long.
It's old. Like when you look at animation, it's like, ooh,
Yeah.
it does look old. So I can see that now.
But you even find that in the last, like, from maybe mid-90s to now, the animation has dated really quickly just because of the advancements.
Yeah,
it's insane.
it's clever.
Yeah.
It's very cool. But anyway, next up in our Disney themed show, I have a really exciting little, I guess, kind of like quiz for you.
I love a quiz. I'm also nervous because I feel like I have, like, childhood Victoria is counting on me to get whatever these questions are right.
Oh, there we go.
Stressful.
We are going to do a Who Said That Line quiz.
Ooh.
So I'm going to give you a couple of lines from Disney films, and you're going to get 3 options of what film it's from.
Okay.
And you have to guess it.
Okay.
I've tried to choose lines that are like not really obvious, that it's not worth it, but
That's
not
good.
kind of ones that you wouldn't guess.
So
I
like,
hope.
I have like a little hint of a context.
Yeah, it's just like something that will make it sort
They're
of
not like,
easy to guess.
get out of the way. Who said that?
No, they're a bit more specific. Okay. So, and even if you know the line, you've got to wait for the options.
Okay, I promise.
That's my rule for today. All right. Number 1.
Is that because I skipped through last week's quiz? Just
Yeah,
knowing
because
all
you
the
were too
answers?
good at it. Okay, first line. Find your humanity. Haven't any of you ever had a dream? Is it from
Oh, I already know what it is, but keep going.
Tangled, Mulan, or Pocahontas?
It's from Tangled.
Yes, very good.
I
It's
know exactly when
when
says
she
it as
goes
well.
out for lunch and
She's
they're
in the bar, yeah.
In the bar. That's true. That's a very, very clever song.
It's right before a good song as well.
Yeah, it is. It's like the lead up to a song.
Yeah.
Okay, second one. You remind me of someone I met in the marketplace. Is it from
I already know what it is.
Cinderella, Frozen, or Aladdin?
It's from Aladdin.
It is.
Yes.
After Jasmine has snuck out and met Aladdin, and then she sees him the second time, and he's pretending to be a prince.
Great film.
But he's not.
Plot twist he is.
Yeah, it's a bit confusing, that film.
Yeah.
He goes back to being Aladdin because he's like, oh, it's all about being yourself. And he's like, oh, just kidding, I'll be a prince.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
There's so many changes of identity.
It's very confusing. Okay, next one. But they say if you dream a thing more than once, it's sure to come true. Is that from Sleeping Beauty, The Princess and the Frog, or The Lion King?
Oh, see, I thought, it's from Sleeping Beauty.
Yes.
I was worried that Cinderella would be one of the options because in my head I was like, it's either Sleeping Beauty or Cinderella, and I can't remember which one it is.
Oh.
So I'm glad that wasn't one of the options. I would have stumbled.
I tried to
I
tried to
would've
trick you,
said-
but I obviously didn't.
Because I would have said that it's Cinderella because that like a dream is a wish your heart makes. That
Yeah.
song. Yeah. Okay. Good. Whew.
Trippy. Okay, number 4. Faint heart never won fair lady.
Oh.
Is it from Tarzan, Hercules, or The Jungle Book?
Oh my goodness. All those movies are very similar.
I did it to trick you.
Can you read it again for me, please?
Faint heart never won fair lady.
And the options are
Tarzan, Hercules, and The Jungle Book.
Oh no. Well, it's either going to be Tarzan or Hercules. And I'm just going to go with the way it's said, like dropping lots of keywords is very Tarzanish, like me Tarzan. Faint heart.
Incorrect.
No, is it Hercules?
It's Hercules.
And I love that movie.
Bow, bow.
Oh no, I failed my younger self.
Oh no. Oh well, that's only one. Okay, number 5. Love is putting someone else's needs before yours. Is it from Beauty and the Beast, Pocahontas, or Frozen?
It's from Frozen.
Yes.
Olaf says it, and I think I like almost burst into tears at that point. I was like, Olaf, you're so right.
It is, and then Anna says it to Elsa,
Yes.
which is sweet as well.
True love. Anyway.
I know.
Sisters.
The film where the true love is like
The
the
sisterly
sisters,
love
not
was
the relationship.
Such a good little twist.
I know, it's
Spoilers,
good,
guys.
isn't it? So different. Spoilers for if you haven't seen Frozen. Like, who are you?
Yeah.
If you haven't. Okay. The past can hurt, but the way I see it, you either run from it or you learn from it.
I know this one.
Is it from Mulan, The Lion King, or The Little Mermaid?
The Lion King.
You are too good.
Rafiki says it to
You've
Simba.
only got one wrong.
I know, and I'm disappointed that I at least I like narrowed it down to those two.
That's true.
Yep.
Okay, second last.
Sort of makes it better.
Second last one. Venture outside your comfort zone. The rewards are worth it. Is that from Tangled, Brave, or Cinderella?
Oh, Brave?
No, it's from Tangled.
Oh no! Who says that?
Flynn Rider says it to Rapunzel.
I don't remember him saying that.
He
I was
does.
clearly lost in his eyes, and I was not listening.
He says it.
Is it when she's trying to decide to?
Yeah, when she's trying to decide to leave the tower.
Yeah.
So it's actually quite near the beginning. Last one. If you want something to happen, make it happen with your actions.
Oh
Is
my
that
goodness.
from?
That's so like. There's no context in that.
Is it from The Jungle Book, The Princess and the Frog, or Brother Bear?
I think I've seen Brother Bear like once. Oh no. And I can't remember the last time I saw Jungle Book either.
Do you want to hear the quote again?
Yes, please.
If you want something to happen, make it happen with your actions.
I think that's either Princess and the Frog or Brother Bear.
Yep, it's one of those two.
Oh my goodness. See, I don't know if it's Princess and the Frog where they're talking about like, they have a whole song about like working harder and that kind of thing. Or if it's Brother Bear being like, let's stop the prejudice against bears and not kill them with our actions. I'm going to go Brother Bear.
No, it's Princess and the Frog. And I put it in there because you really, really like that film.
I do love that movie.
But never mind, Victoria was going to lament her losses, and we're going to be back after this. This is Zero to Hero from Hercules.
To rub in my loss. Welcome back to the 3pm Takeover. That was a little bit of Hercules. That is a great song. The fact that they used like a gospel choir sound for the backing of that movie
cool, isn't it?
was the best choice ever made in the history of the human race, I think.
And they're in like a lot of the songs in the film.
Yeah.
Like, because they're sort of like Meg's backup girls as well.
Yeah. Yes.
It's
yes.
really
Oh.
cool. I love that film because I'm such a big fan of
History.
history, but I'm a really big fan of Greek mythology. So I loved that they kind of made it modern because I feel like children these days don't really learn Greek mythology. So I'm so glad they made a Disney film about it.
Yeah. And Hercules it's such a fun film.
It is, but Hercules is an easy thing to make into a child's film. Like
Yeah, true.
the eternal like good-looking person like falls in love with someone. Like it's very
And even like
cliche-ish.
the scarier bits of the original story are easy to kind of like cut down to be a lot less scary.
Yeah,
and just more
definitely.
like heroic, I suppose.
It's true. But now that we're getting into the nitty-gritty of the show, I thought that this would be a good time to talk a little bit about the history of Disney. So for us today, our Disney special is centered around like Disney animation films. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the history of that. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay, so I've got a few fun facts and also some history. So the first full-length feature film that was an animated Disney was Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, which was in 1937.
It won an Oscar for it, didn't it?
It did. So that's a really long time ago now. And a total of 55 films have been made since then.
Oh, wow. What? That feels
2016.
like not very many. Is that weird to say?
No.
For the length of Disney's we're going for, I feel like I thought that number was going to be much higher. But is that just, that's just
only-
animations?
Yeah, but and that's counting
Okay.
Disney films and not sort of ones that were collaborations between Disney and another company. Like there's always like
Okay.
Toy Story where it's like
Disney Pixar.
Disney Pixar collaborated with DreamWorks or whatever, you know, and there's like confusion.
No, that's not right, but anyway,
or
continue.
whoever. Who was it?
I think it was just Pixar. It was before Disney and Pixar joined.
Yeah.
So that doesn't count.
Yeah, might have been that. Okay, so then, you know, we started with early films, Fantasia, Bambi, Dumbo,
Fantasia.
Pinocchio.
Oh my gosh. I've
things like that.
forgotten about all those movies. Dumbo's really scary as a kid.
Yeah, he's
The
a bit
pink
scary.
elephant bit is really terrifying.
Yeah, and so we've had some, you know, there's been some really important standouts over the years that have kind of stood out. Cinderella in 1950, Sleeping Beauty 1959, Little Mermaid 1989, and then like we have some more modern ones which are good. So all of these films were made by the Walt Disney Animation Studios, which I visited. They're in Burbank, California.
Ooh.
It's very cool. And they, like a lot of the developed techniques and concepts and principles that have become, I guess, like the standard practices in animation were all explored through Disney films. And a lot of them are, of course, appropriations of traditional Brothers Grimm or Hans Christian Andersen fairy tales, which are kind of made less scary. Because we were talking about this before in the break. Real fairy tales, they're not too nice, right?
No. Well, they were made to teach a lesson, whilst now like they're used to sort of be a nice story to entertain kids.
Yeah, they're like, I think these days we're more focused on like drawing a moral from a story, not drawing like a scary life lesson.
Yeah, and focusing on like, I guess, personal development and who you are as a person.
The older films are more about learning about how you fit into the world, whereas the modern one's about the world like fits around you because you kind of develop yourself type thing.
In saying that though,
the rise of the self.
Snow White was originally made for adults. It's not meant to, it wasn't meant to be a kid's movie. That's why it's the bit where she's lost in the forest is actually really scary as a kid because it wasn't made for kids to begin with.
Yeah, it's not very nice. And the whole, like, wasn't there something in the original she goes and she has to cut a pig's head off or something and like bring it back to the
they cut up the pig's heart to replace her heart that the huntsman brings back,
something like that, something crazy,
real cheery.
But anyway, moving on, all Disney animations were written to follow a standard plot, which includes a happy village or supportive family base, an adventure, a self-discovery, a villain, and a love story. So that's the general, I guess, plot line that they follow. And in the 1980s, Disney films moved away from purely entertainment and began to tackle deeper issues of racism, sexism, class structure, gender confusion, and psychological control. So you see that in, you know, films like Mulan, Pocahontas, Tangled, Aladdin, things like that.
Brave.
Yeah. And the films also moved away from animal-centric films as rival companies like DreamWorks began to make films like that.
And also, let's be honest, they kind of made them like a bit better.
Yeah, and Disney moved away from that and went back to making princess and people-centric type films. So another interesting thing that I like is there's a really clever ploy in the films over the years that I think people don't realise until you hear about it, and that's the appearance of well-known characters in the background of other movies.
Yes.
Like movies that aren't their own.
Yes. There's always like an internet thread and it'll have like, I think Rapunzel from Tangled is in the background of a shot in Frozen.
Yeah. I know that Mickey Mouse appears in almost every film at some point, but some interesting ones I found, the Beast from Beauty and the Beast actually appears in Aladdin.
Really?
Yep. Pinocchio appears in Tangled. Rapunzel appears in Frozen, like you said, and Aladdin's magic carpet appears in The Princess and the Frog.
Wow.
It's draped over a balcony.
Oh.
It's very cleverly done.
Oh, that's so cool. I like when they do that kind of thing.
It's cool, hey?
They merge all the worlds.
It's really cool. And like we were speaking about before, many of the films have won awards over the years, including the Oscar for Best Animated Film, which was actually only first given in 2001. But that was won by Brave in 2012 and Frozen in 2013.
And their music always wins, doesn't it? Yeah,
and they win good music ones. And there's also been Oscar nominations for Brother Bear and Princess and the Frog in recent years.
Yeah, Princess and the Frog was for music, wasn't it?
No, that was Best Animated Feature as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because the music in that it's so different because it's so like jazzy and New Orleans.
I think I've only seen that once.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's something that I've never got into, but I need to go back and watch it, I feel. Okay.
We'll have a movie night.
We do. So to tie this up, I have a couple of fun facts that you might like. First one blew my mind. I never thought of this. So the main characters in Frozen sound out the name of Hans Christian Andersen, who wrote The Snow Queen, which it's based off. So you have the characters Hans, Kristoff, Anna, and Sven. Which make Hans Christian Andersen.
Oh my god!
Isn't that clever?
I was like, Anna, Elsa. I was like, how? And they went,
Hans, Kristoff, Anna, and Sven.
Oh my god!
Or Anna and Sven.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. Interesting fact that you will like this one. Frozen was the first animated Disney film directed by a woman.
Ooh.
Ever, which is quite cool. And I definitely did not know this. Tangled is the second most expensive movie ever made in the world.
In the world?
In the world, after Pirates of the Caribbean 3.
Was it all the market research on how they should make how to make Finn more attractive?
Who knows? But second most expensive film in history, which is so crazy. And I thought this was interesting. There wasn't much time to make Robin Hood. They ran out of time when they were making it. Yeah. And so they recycled animation from The Jungle Book, The Aristocats, and Snow White for like all the background.
Wow.
They didn't make like much original animation because they didn't have time. Like they were like late for a deadline.
Oh my goodness.
Which is quite clever. And this is another one I didn't notice. Last fun fact before we go to a song. Sleeping Beauty didn't do very well when it was first released in 1959. It was not popular.
Oh.
And that's why the next Disney princess film wasn't actually until The Little Mermaid, which was 30 years later.
Wow, that's taken a hit and just
Yeah, there were
Go
30
and lie and low for a couple
there
of
were 30
decades.
years between Disney princesses
Wow.
because Sleeping Beauty did really badly.
Is that when they tried all their sort of animal-based ones?
Yeah, so that's when all the animal ones came out, and then 30 years later they went back to princesses.
Wow. Well, they came back strong. Little
Crazy.
Mermaid is often a crowd favourite.
Oh,
so,
totally.
Yeah.
You want to tell everyone about the next couple songs? They're a bit more modern.
Yeah, so our next two songs were made in 2010 and 2013. So we have I See the Light by Tangled, which, oh my goodness, just the scene in the movie is the most beautiful thing ever. The way that the
Yes.
lighting design
So nice.
should have won an Oscar on its own. And then Let It Go from Frozen, which is a classic, and it's such a good pump-up song.
Yeah, Frozen's really brought the Disney vibe back. That really
It's
killed it, that
very
film.
like strong, independent person.
got everybody.
And I love these next two songs. So we'll catch you after this. Enjoy.
Welcome back. That was Let It Go from Frozen. Such a wonderful song. I love that song so much. I love that movie so much. And before that, I See the Light from Tangled, which is also such a beautiful film. We were talking about that before the break. So you are listening to our Disney special. This is Radio Northern Beaches. And we are up to a really exciting bit in the show now because I love things like this. So what are we about to do, Victoria?
Well, Hope, we're going to find out which Disney princess you are.
I love things like this. I'm such a sucker for a bad, like, personality quiz. You know, it's like, what are you? What are you?
I love personality quizzes.
Same. And when it tells you, I'm like, oh, wow.
That's
like,
so
I
me.
take it really seriously.
For the next week, you're going to be like, guys, you only address me as Princess so-and-so.
I know. I want to be
Oh, yeah, who do you want to
Elsa.
be? You want to be Elsa?
No, I actually don't know. I like Elsa because I have really blonde hair, and so I feel like she's my go-to
Her
princess.
hair is like white, though. Your hair is not white.
True, but I feel like it's closer than Sleeping Beauty, who has like a really mucky, like dark blonde hair. So Elsa is like my princess now since she came out because she's really blonde.
Fair enough.
So
I was so excited when Brave came out because I was like, oh my gosh, they've done the algorithm program to make curly hair that actually looks like curly hair.
yeah, it was clever, wasn't it?
Before that, we had like Megara from Hercules, and I was like,
Oh, yeah.
it's just kind of drawn kind of wavy with a curl at the end because it's Greek. Like,
Yeah,
like
it did look very
curl.
Greek though. It was very good.
the Grecian curl at the end of the hair. Yeah.
Very classic.
So let's get into this quiz. First question. My favorite weekend activity is curling up with a book, exploring a farmer's market, cooking, putting my feet up, anything outside, a walk in the woods, alone time, or hanging with friends.
Ooh, there's a few of those things I really like to do.
What's your
I
favorite one?
like to do all of those. I work, so I get really tired. So I'm going to go with curling up with a book.
Nice. Okay. The animal who will lead my inevitable royal parade is
Ooh.
a raccoon, a
Ew.
fish, a tiger, a dragon, a horse, an owl, an alligator, or a chameleon.
Oh my God, I'm terrified of raccoons, so definitely not that. Which Disney film has a raccoon?
Pocahontas.
Oh God, definitely no. I would have a dragon.
Nice.
I feel Mulan coming on.
Okay, the most important quality I look for in a prince is I don't need a prince.
Oh.
Charm, kindness, dreaminess, humor, honor, personality, or smolder.
Smolder, gosh. Definitely kindness. I think that's a very
Aw.
important quality.
Okay, my favorite place to burst into song is
Oh dear.
a forest, a field of flowers, a beach, on the go, in my room, I don't sing, while doing chores, or under a willow tree.
On the go. Does that mean just like all the time?
Well, I guess it means like in the car, maybe.
Oh, I guess so. Oh, if it means in the car, then it will be that one. I only ever sing in the car or at home.
Okay, so we
I'll
should
go for on the go.
Okay. My favorite hairstyle is a stylish bob, a high pony, long, really long, bangs, sleek and straight, half up, half down, a top knot, or curly. I feel like you have to say high pony because your hair is in a high pony right now.
It is right now, but I'm that person like you couldn't give me a default hairstyle.
A top
Like
knot?
I've always been so different.
You like a good top bun.
I do like a good top one though, so I'll go with a bun.
Top knot?
Yeah,
You
top
happy with
knot.
that?
That'll
Okay.
do.
Okay. Someday I want to be a baker, a business owner, a fashion designer, an animal activist, a singer, a writer, a soldier, or an athlete.
A soldier.
Mulan, I suppose.
Definitely not,
Not
a
that- not
baker.
that she wanted
Who
to be a
wants to be a
soldier.
baker? Sleeping Beauty.
Maybe Belle.
Oh, I don't want to be a baker. A writer. Have to go with that.
Nice. In one word, my style is girly, classic, timeless, retro, bohemian, vintage, functional, or colourful.
I feel like I should say functional, but then that makes it sound like you're just really unfashionable, so I'm not going to say that.
Maybe colourful. You wear lots of bright colours.
I suppose so, but not that bright.
You went through
I
the
think
neon stage.
I did go through the neon stage, but let's not talk about that. That's for another time, or potentially for off air. I think I'm going to go with timeless because I wear a lot of just like jeans and like plain t-shirts that are like always in. I think I'll go with that.
I feel like they should have like a comfortable option.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's functional hidden in.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, I live in a castle, in a cottage, in a small town, in a big city, with roommates, in a secluded area, on a farm, or in a mansion.
Oh, is this like if I could pick?
I don't know, it just says I live. Let's go with what you'd want to pick.
Okay, definitely a mansion. Actually, a mansion. A mansion.
Okay, it's 4 p.m. That means it's time to hit the gym, take a stroll, have tea, work on my chess game, see what my friends are up to, have a snack, take a nap, or do my chores.
4 p.m. is definitely tea time.
Nice.
It's that time of day.
Nice.
I'm starting to fade, but it's not quite dinner time. It's definitely tea.
Okay, my favorite color is green, blue, yellow, orange, or red.
Oh, my favorite colors.
I was waiting. There. Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed by the lack of options.
My second favorite color is probably blue. I'll go with that.
Nice. Okay. After this song, we're going to find out which princess Hope is. So stick around. This is A Whole New World from Aladdin.
And if you haven't been to see it at the theatre yet, you should.
Ooh, that's a good little plug. Welcome back to the 3pm Takeover. That was A Whole New World from Aladdin, a classic song from an excellent movie. I do love that movie.
I like it because it's quite different to other films. And it's one of the only films where you, like, actually it's a male protagonist.
That's true.
Like, it actually is not, the film is not Jasmine's perspective.
And it has Robin Williams as the genie, which is the greatest decision of like a casting decision ever made.
You know, actually,
Eddie Murphy as Mushu in Mulan is so great.
I actually didn't think about the fact that Aladdin has a male protagonist until right now.
Yeah, no, I have never thought of it. They should do more. They've sort of do like Big Hero 6 is focused on like a young boy as a protagonist, but they should do more with male leads.
I like it.
I get that females are their like I guess like their targeted audience.
Yeah,
but doesn't have
as long as you have a princess in there somewhere. But anyway,
that's all we require.
Talking about princesses, I want to know what princess I am.
Okay, you waited long enough. Actually, that was a really short song.
So I didn't wait too long.
You waited a fairly long amount of time. You are Belle.
Oh, that's nice.
So you're a beautiful bookworm and you're completely comfortable in your own skin. Your imagination takes you to fantastic places, both in your mind and in the real world. You see beauty in anything and anyone.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'd like to think that's quite accurate. That's nice.
Plus you get to live in a really like big mansion castle thing at the end. And you have like teapots that are your friends. What a great life.
That sing to me.
Yes.
And I live
That's the dream, Hope. That's the dream.
And I live in France.
True.
So
that's true actually.
It's pretty good. Like it's
that
definitely
works for you.
I could be Belle.
Yeah.
Like, what can I say? Okay, moving on. We've come to the end of our Disney show already. It went so fast. I'm really sad.
It's like, and every time I watch a Disney movie, I'm like, what do you mean it's already the end?
I
sadness.
know.
I think I'm actually going to go home tonight and watch Tangled or something. I'm in a Tangled mood.
Yeah, no, I watched that recently.
Or
but
Frozen.
You should go home and watch it.
Yes. You guys, everyone, go home and watch a Disney movie and let us know which one you watch and let us know which one's your favourite.
Yes.
But right now it is time for Suburb Focus.
Woohoo!
And are we focusing on Disneyland? Is that our suburb?
No, sadly we're not. But we are focusing on two suburbs today, which is always exciting. We are going to look at North Manly and Manly Vale.
Ooh, nice.
So we're getting more south. We're getting there.
Yeah, we're getting ever closer to my house.
We are. We're now into what used to be Manly Council. So really moving along. So
I keep forgetting that all the councils are amalgamated. Anyway, continue. I'm like, what do you mean used to be?
to our suburb focus. But okay, so North Manly is quite small. They're actually just under 3,000 residents. Manly Vale is a little larger. There are just over 5,000 people that live there.
Wow.
And what's interesting is North Manly is, I think, the smallest suburb geographically on the Northern Beaches, but it's very densely populated given its size.
Oh, yeah, because things like like Duffy's Forest was not very high population, but because it's such a
big space.
big area. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and same with places like Davidson, really low amount of people, but quite big because it's got all the bushland and everything. North Manly is only 34 streets, and it is quite densely populated given its size. Okay, then moving on. Manly Vale is one of the most heavily residential suburbs on the beaches. There is not much else going on there except houses, although it actually contains a lot of playing fields, which I didn't think about until I read it. And then I thought, yes, there is a lot of open land.
Yeah, they
in
do,
Manly
don't
Vale.
they?
Yeah, but there aren't many like shops or anything. There's just houses and apartments. What is interesting and cool though is quite a big focus for Manly Vale is environmental work and land care. So a lot of residents are involved in a community project where they regularly collect rubbish and they do a lot of weeding, and there's a lot of conservation efforts that happen down around near Manly Creek on the Manly Vale side. And it seems that that's actually quite a thing for Manly Vale residents. Like there's a lot of ecology that goes on there and a lot of residents are very involved.
That's
which is
really
quite nice.
cool.
Yeah, and then as well as that, Manly Vale features a lot of different war memorials that are actually specific to merchant seamen from the First and Second World War.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because there were quite a few seamen in the World Wars that were from Manly Vale.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know there were many war memorials down there. I should go check them out.
Yeah, I think they're sort of not, like there's the big one that's in the park, but then there are smaller ones, like there's a stone anchor and stuff. Like not huge memorials necessarily, but lots of little ones.
That's so cool.
For all the seamen, which is nice.
That's
Good
a
for
lot
them.
of sort of like playing fields and war memorials that are there for such like small, densely populated areas.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? It's amazing that such small suburbs have such interesting history. It's like when we combined Elvina Bay and Lovett Bay, if you remember, quite a few months back near the beginning of our suburb focus. And then we said when we were doing it,
so long ago now.
it does. And we said when we were doing it, we shouldn't have combined them because they had such different histories, even though they were such small places.
Yeah.
It's fascinating.
So shout out to North Manlyans and
Manly Valians.
Manly Valians.
If you listen to the show.
Yes, of course they do. Everyone does.
That's true. Everyone does.
How could you not? It's the best show, especially when we have a Disney themed week, which was
I know. You simply cannot have
insanely
missed
fun.
this. And remember, if you want to hear this show and all this amazing music again, you can do. So make sure that you listen in on Friday for the retakeover at 3 p.m. And you can also catch past shows on YouTube and SoundCloud.
Yeah. And if you listen to today's show and you're like, they didn't play my favorite Disney song, how dare they? Let us know what your favorite songs were if we missed them. And maybe we'll do another Disney special. We were thinking maybe some of the villain songs, because the villains get really good songs in some of the Disney movies.
And it's all about the villain. It's not a Disney film without the villain.
It's
Like,
true.
that's kind of the point.
It's true.
I think what we should do, like, you know how last year in February we did the Valentine's Day special? Like, we had the love song special.
Yeah.
We should do, like, a Disney love song special when it gets to February.
Ooh, I like this idea.
Okay, so if you want to hear a Disney love song special and you want to hear things like...
Can you feel the love
That's
tonight?
The one.
from
Can
Lion
you feel the
King?
love tonight? Then you need to let us know and we will deliver.
Send us your... I would much rather do a love song from Disney than the dramatic love song we did this year. You know I don't like love songs, but
I love
I
love
can
songs.
I can
I
put
thought
up
it was
with
so
it for
much
Disney. Would you want to be in it, like in a Disney? Would you like to be a voice actor for a Disney film?
I can't say I've ever really thought about it.
Not you don't have
But
to.
I
You don't have to
suppose.
sing. You could just be like one of the speaking voices.
I suppose so.
I would love it.
I think I never considered it because it's highly unlikely that someone would ask me to.
A couple of rather famous YouTubers in recent Disney films, Disney have taken them in and that they'll have like a line each.
That's
and they get to
cool.
speak it, which is so in like the British version of the British release of that movie, they'll have a British YouTuber who have like a line or two lines in the whole movie.
Yeah.
And be a really minor character. But that's really cool. Like, oh man,
If any rather famous radio hosts,
yes,
someone's going to ask,
if
right?
Disney is listening, I am open and willing and happy to be a voice in one of your
In
movies.
any film?
Please, any film, please.
Any character?
You can make me like a talking worm. I don't care.
A talking worm.
I don't care what I am. I just want to be in a Disney movie.
Oh my goodness. I think they're so clever when when you have actors that are chosen for, certain animated roles and you think, wow, what a clever choice.
Like Robin
Like, it
Williams for the
just works
Genie.
well. Yeah. And what's even better is when you have animated films where the animated characters' looks are based off what the actual actor looks like. That's so clever. Like a film that comes to mind that I was thinking of the other day is Shark Tale. All the fish look like the actual actors, and it's really, really clever.
It's also really a little bit weird because you'll keep going, it's like too familiar.
It's them, but fish version.
Yeah, see, I don't want to be made into a fish.
You don't want any association with your actual face.
Yeah, I want to voice it. There's a reason I do radio and not TV. I want to voice it. I don't want to be the face of it.
This is the face, so you have a face for radio.
Exactly. And some mornings, yes, I do. Let me tell you.
Yeah, some afternoons in the studio, you're glad that there's no screen.
Yes.
That's all I'm going to say. That's all. Anyway,
we hope you guys enjoyed this week's show. Again, let us know if there's any songs we missed, or just let us know who your favourite characters are and what your favourite Disney movies are. Because I want to do like a Disney marathon, and you need to guys suggest some movies to me, otherwise I'll just watch Mulan over and over on repeat.
Yeah.
Which won't be a bad night at all, but I need some new movies in there. Sure. Otherwise, we'll catch you on Friday for the repeat. And like Hope said, you can catch this show again on SoundCloud and YouTube. Otherwise, have a great week. Hope you guys had an excellent long weekend. And we'll catch you next time.
Bye.